Whoa. Great start. Pillars of Eternity just crashed. Apparently using the numpad kills Pillars of Eternity. So, well, welcome to my Twitch channel, I'm Fr0thgar. I stream whatever I want, pretty much, within limits, of course. So, yeah, today and last time it was Pillars of Eternity, and I'm going to continue playing it, because it's great. I love this kind of games. So, I hope you enjoyed and stick around a bit. There we are. We are in game. I'm just checking some stuff and moving a window around a bit quickly. It's just so I can see the chat. Okay, we're in the game now.
Wish.
We are fabulous. We have a lovely mustache. Oh, we actually see better in, yeah. We have a lovely mustache and some slicked back here. And some very purple armor. Well, leather and stuff. Oh, this is even better. There we go. We just got to Gilded Vale, the town. I think it's a town. And we're gonna explore now. I'm expecting to go everywhere and nowhere in the next couple of time. I will also be drinking coffee because I need it. It's early in the morning. Oh, hello. These people seem to be dead.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Okay. I feel at home already. You're mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. Do you welcome everyone this way? I might reconsider your lord's offer.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
What?
I should
Okay.
warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a Bewick, or whatever they said it was called. Is there someone in town who could help? Before I got here, I saw several people conducting strange ceremonies in ruins. You said something about Hollowborn and Wywin's legacy before. That tree over there. Sure.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay. Well, this guy is lovely. Says something about the Hollowborn. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homeland. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Direwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to whisper. Children born without souls. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease, some say they're a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the saints swore, and so the name. Waidwin's legacy, struck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with troll. See. Lord Roderick's decree may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. Before I got here, I saw several people contain strange sin. Okay. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. For wrath have mercy, we certainly have. Okay. Just as they finished, there was a bit, maybe so. Okay.
Keep
Goodbye.
out of...
Huh.
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
What does 3 mean?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. Fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Do not threaten me, little man. What do you mean? What happened? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Birthwrath must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. What happened? I will know more details when the messages arrive. The frequency of childbirth, perhaps. But that is not your concern. Don't threaten me, little man. Tolerate no threats to his kin. Okay, fine. Does this affect the lawsuit deal? I can be sure of nothing now. I advise you to get some rest, the inn, or a stable for Fr0thgar. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Okay, farewell. Well, that guy was a dick. Who was it? Get. Okay, so that guy. Archer and Still sword. Okay, whatever. For fuck's sake. Oh, he said I was free to check pockets. Shattered beneath the roots are bracelets of twine bead, wilted flowers and notes, half erased by the rain. Huh? Huh? What did I just click on?
Yes. As you wish.
Hello, who's there? Hello. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illuminations of the fading scones. He has a gaunt fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glare as you near, his features twisted with pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. He casts a look towards the doorway to his left. This place is not so empty as I thought. Okay. This temple wasn't what it used to be. Isn't what it used to be. Probably for the best. Times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Blah blah blah. He regards you warily. Maybe you have better luck. Better luck with what? These ruins surround us. Points up upwards. Okay. Used to be a temple of Fr0thgar, the shattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would have come from all of that wood, from somewhere even. Until the wall. Of course, even then you got some of the stubborn ones that couldn't get through. Their god was dead and gone. Okay. Go on, get to the point. Is this really the time for a history lesson? On. Something like that. Ah. Once the legacy started, Roderick decided he'd been too lenient on the Ithonians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword. Left them down here, buried under a heap of rock. Okay? After that, Roderick ordered the temple seals. It's been years like that, up until recently. Hopes that if we rededicated the temple to a living god, then we'd be forgiven. And the legacy will end. See? But until then, the temple is as you see it. Unguarded, that's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still deserve to go, didn't deserve to go like that. Chop down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. No small task, there's coin in it for you if you need motivation. Okay. Some questions first. Yes. Who are you anyway? I'm Fr0thgar. Name's Fr0thgar. I lived in it very long enough to remember how grand it used to be. He shrugs. I used to help the temple sometimes. Bring surprise, that's all. I can't do this yourself. Oh, that's right. Only got short way before I got in over my head. I haven't raised a blade in a long time. Turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. But you look like an yourself. Won't he mind? I wouldn't go telling him about it. Huh? Any chance? Probably. Okay. I have no more questions. You want us to bring skeletons? I'd bury them where they are if I could. I know it's a little macabre, but we don't get them out. No, Roger's life was destroy whatever's left of them. Okay. I take you aren't supposed to be in here. I'll find them, whatever. Then, by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long. It's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priest would have been down there, down in the lower floor. They'll still be there, if they're anywhere. Okay? Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, tricks, columns, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Okay. Well, you don't seem that hurt. That was a long conversation. Oh, spiders. Poison. How about you, spiders?
No prisoners!
Oh, his voice is amazing.
So much for you.
Die, spider. Thank you. Oh shit. Hello.
Bring them down. So much for you.
Why do you keep doing that? Come on. Well, you're annoying. We seem to be stuck in a web. There we go.
Bring them down.
Oh, I could have switched to a bow, I suppose. Ow.
Bastards.
Fuck. That's not a good start. Let's try that again,
Take care of it.
but without dying.
No prisoners!
Eat shit, spider. Morning, Fr0thgar. How's you? Ow. Screw these fucking spiders. Shoot it. Come on.
So much for you.
What is that even? Oh, whatever.
Well, I'll take care of it. No prisoners!
Ooh. Okay. Well, this is going great.
I'll take care of it.
let's not tussle with the spiders just yet. See if there's something a little... will of the wisp. Am I stunned? No, I'm confused. Yeah, companion is probably a good idea. That you mention it, Grimtails.
Ah, curse your eyes! I'll take care of it.
That was a good suggestion. I forgot that we had to actually find people to accompany us. Oh yeah, yesterday you mentioned something about the what was he called? A priest guy. Can't remember what you called him. Okay, we have an inn, Black Hammer Smithery, Ingrid's house, windmill, east, south, west, and Alfred. Oh. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
The other 2 men and an elven woman don't look convinced. Woman crosses her arm and she spits at his feet. Everyone calm down. One of the men glances at the hooded elf, his eyes red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folks, but we're no fools. Not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take to that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Dins. The woman looks you up and down. That means you, too. Don't push us.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Saying thrusts his chin at the elf, stinks of ale. Sour ale. Go on. Say it again.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Yeah, I'm on my way to the town, yeah.
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
He is just digging his hole deeper and deeper, it seems.
That's where you're wrong.
Let's try to be diplomatic. Okay. Fuck's sake. Oh. Oops. They seem to have died really easily. Holy shit. Huh.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
I'm glad I could help. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, as is the company of a fellow countryman. Huh? He straightens his hood and you note the remains of a flame embroidery on his glove. His boots are caked with dirt from many months of travel, but the leather work is beneath his sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Fr0thgar, at your service.
Aloth. Okay. Never
I'm
made
a
yourself.
wizard by training, and
A wizard!
an adventurer by necessity. I was
You're
born
a
in the
wizard,
Seafood,
Harry.
part
Oh.
of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to
Oops.
seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was driving a caravan, but we were separated near some
In
ruins.
Griffin Ruins?
Okay.
Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. Half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A Buick, several hooded figures operating a strange machine? I'm not sure.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible.
Huh.
But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
What are you doing in the Gilded Vale?
Excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expected wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Yes. Also a settler.
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization.
How did you manage to cross
I'm
the
afraid that was a
jumps?
matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
I think we're making a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. Ah, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I see. You don't say look
Begging
like
your
settler.
pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep.
Huh.
Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
That is true. So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
There we go. Is there any reason to take all this shit? Yes. Of course
What
there
is it?
Yes?
Okay, what can you do? A wizard! So, he is squishy as fuck. He has a book. Oh, yes, he has a book. A grimoire. Aha. Oh, nice, where he has his spells. That's cool. He has 4 level 1 spells. Minor missiles, Sun's Grasp, Dazzling Lights and Phantom Flames. Okay. Oh, he has his own cape. And a hood. And a leather armor. Okay.
Of course.
Piggy!
Of course.
Well? Well?
Let's save now that we have this guy. Let's go in the tavern first.
I shall be discreet.
Oh, Let's not be discreet. The floor was sticky with spills that no one has bothered to clean. Okay. Let's say some kind of brown slop is cleaning in these dishes. Smells burnt.
Well met, friend.
Welcome to the... Oh, it's you. Hemsworth told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Huh. Positive. Alright, Tenrith. The Hunter. This kind drinks rooms. Tenrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's always ready back to work in the kitchen. What do we like? Could I see what you have for sale? Let's have a look. Let's sell some of this bullshit. Hide. Whatever, we don't need any of this. A hunting bow is probably good. We have battle axe, pole axe, quarterstaff. Hunting bow, more shields, sword. Battle axe is pretty cool. There we go. We got rid of some shit. What does she have? She has nothing. Okay, good. Off-hide, yes, 4. Hammer and chisel, probably use that for something, I guess. Reagents, probably good to keep. Okay, so we have 1,000 now. Ooh, recruit adventurers. No, no, hang on. I don't want to recruit him before I have a look at him. Fighting management. No. Level 1 adventurer. Late for dinner. Villager. All in server. Barrel there. I'm not sure I should touch it though. Huh. Whoa, what the hell? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. All of text. You see a woman emptying her satchel onto her bed, taking stock of her inventory, potions, bandages, tinctures, and herbs are scattered throughout her room. Haphazardly, she bites her lips, head tilted to the side, considering. She begins to repack, one item after another, careful deliberation and the cut by shaking hands. Each item has a clearly marked place, but no matter how she repacks it, she isn't satisfied. The shaking worsens as she empties it out once more, one hand held over her mouth. Tears eke from her eyes as she gives up all resemblance of order and shoves everything in she can in the satchel, grabbing it and running out of the bare house. Straightening her back, she walks to the dog, chin high, eyes hard and red. A gangly young elf offers his condolences, but she can't see him but the ocean ahead of her. She wonders the dog offering her services as a doctor. Jen would listen, anyone heading out to highest tide. Less than an hour later, she watches her childhood disappear in the distance, a tiny speck of an island, and tries not to jump. What the fuck? Vibrant tokens explode. Yeah. You see a group of young men standing around makes you practice tennis. This man stands up in the middle of them, explaining the construction and use of the bow. He holds it up, pointing out each part as he speaks about it and what it does. He then walks away from the target, telling them to remain where they are, and takes his place about 200 feet away. He carefully lines up his shot, explaining what he is doing as he does, and lets the arrow fly. It's tied at center, much to the surprise and delight of the boys. Near it. Okay. He smiles, walking towards the boys, talking about proper stance and how to most effectively hold the bow. A knife comes from the tree line near the practice venue, and he stops, scanning the woods, blue eyes squinting against the sun. A shadow moves, making its way through the forest behind them. He draws an arrow and lights up the shot, carefully tracking the motion of the hidden creature. Losing the arrow, he wastes no time and quickly grabs another. The boys spin, and watching the arrow fly into the forest, immediately lost among the trees. There is sudden explosive movement in the undergrowth as a deer erupts from the tree line, running across the edge of the clearing. Okay. The boys laugh, turning to joke with the man about his lousy shot. They stop talking, seeing him holding the bow, leading the deer with a notched arrow. They drop to the ground as he loses the last arrow, which flies through and strikes the deer right behind its shoulders, piercing his heart's lungs and dropping it dead almost immediately. The boys stare at the deer for a few seconds, and then slowly turn to look at the man, newfound respect in their eyes. He smiles again, breathes a quiet sigh of relief. Okay. Fair enough. Oh. Interesting. Let's go see... Fr0thgar. That guy. Not the hunter. This guy. Oh, it's you, my savior. Makes a sweeping gesture in the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I've decided that you have earned the right to learn one of the most closely guarded secrets. Dearest recipe. After this, you will not eat. You will eat nothing else. Okay. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Okay. Did we get a recipe? Nothing? Food? Savory pie. Huh. I can actually craft that. Cool. Let's not though. Alright, can we save? No. I will name addition your order. Okay. Piglet. Piglet is so cute. Let's go check upstairs. Go. Banned. The spamming bullshit. Sir. I suspect these are the same souls in guest. I probably shouldn't touch any of this stuff. Don't think I can open that. I don't have mechanics. Oh.
Keeping an eye out.
Can I not use it?
Yes?
Can he do it? I thought I had more lockpicks. Ah, I do. A torch might also be good. Ooh!
What is it?
Duelist's hat. That sounds amazing. Oh, that's amazing.
Of course.
Holy shit, I look so amazing now. You see a man soar through the air, hitting a nearby wall with a nauseating crunch. He doesn't get up. His attacker, a burly, clean-cut warrior with a carnivorous grin, turns and shoves his fist into the stomach of another assailant, removing another from the impromptu brawl. The bar is a woven of elbows, knees, fists, feet. With no end in sight, he is in his element. In the corner, three smaller men speak quietly, throwing malicious glances at the larger man in the center. He breaks the chair over a tattooed head, crackling. The trio positions themselves in three parts of the room, and with turns nod, they charge. Unfortunately for them, the man sees them coming, something in his eyes burning brightly, and all three of them slump to the ground in agony. That's all in their minds. The burly man bows to a room of the unconscious and incapacitated before sauntering out, off-key whistling, trailing behind them. Okay. I know, right? This is the most fabulous hat ever. Shane shakes. You see a boy in chains, black holes for eyes, staring side to side. Wall man, dark coat walks in, a scroll, an oddly shaped quill. In his hand, the boy glances at him, expressionless, a corpse waiting for animation. The man looks at him, disapproval clear in his tone. The boy stands, limbs hanging. The man takes the quill and begins to write on the boy's chest, copying sharp, angular symbols from the scroll. The child doesn't flinch as the quill digs into his skin, drawing blood as it does. The wizard finishes with a flourish and barks some arcane words, setting the symbols aglow dully. The boy cries out, knees hitting the stone hard, chest burning black and red. Finally, the glow disappears, leaving only a hard black scars etched into his skin. He slumps sideways, twitching, eyes facing the back of his skull. Wizard grunts, kicking him on the leg on his way out. The boy's eyes on the floor until dawn, eyes still dark like holes, the twitches growing into convulsive shakes. Okay. You see a long empty road cutting through two large crop fields. The air is silent and the land seems too still for early afternoon. This woman slowly walks on the road, leading a horse, curiously looking around. Seems to sense something wrong, but is unable to discern what it is. She stops, sniffing at the air, her nose high. Her brow crinkles, and she casts about looking for something. The eye is clear, no clouds. She sniffs again, still looking around, confused and clouding her face, mouthing a single word. Fire? She looks out across the fields, her convulsion turns to fear. She holds her hand up to block the sun from her eyes and scans the field again. Not finding what she's looking for, she jumps onto the horse's back, the fear quickly becoming panic. She kicks, sending the horse shooting down the path, which bends around the trees to where the farmhouse should be. She pulls up short, horror now in residence on her face as she stares at the burned and charred mess that used to be her family home. Tears well in her eyes as she kicks again, racing to the rubble. Okay. Huh. Oh, Black Hound. Oh. That's why it's called the Black Hound Inn. The sound stares intently at the covered window. It cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a lone note, wagging its tail slightly. Oh. That's adorable. Okay, so I can't do anything. Huh? Where are we going now? Ah. Is it just villages? Villager. Villager. Let's go up there. More villages. Clink. Okay. There's a lot of people here. Oh, souls that I can touch. Kitty! Well, I can't talk with the cat. Hello. The Direwolf woman is standing in front of a fireplace, humming quite tuned to herself, or perhaps her unborn child, as she is clearly quite pregnant. Clearly? I don't think so. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Welcome.
Well, finally, I start to think. Oh. Startled noise gives you a choice. Man, can I help you? I just arrived at Gilbert. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you one of the caravans? You're hopeful. Master Odom. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Covers her mouth with her hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments, she can manage nothing but a strangled voice. Voice is gasping. I told her it was dangerous. Oh shit! It's the sister! Awesome! My poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I just can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called for her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Kaliska mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I could provide some assistance. That is kind of you to offer, but I don't think I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kalisha as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born with Gillian has been soulless, empty, okay? It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Roderick, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of God's disfavor, she sniffs. With my hat hoard gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hope Kitty could help. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being harborborn, but she moved south to Anstock Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey is too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't have anyone else now with Kalisha gone. Please, can you help? Of course. You will? Oh, God bless you. Yeah, I'll give you a coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of, well, I'm not sure. But it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Okay. Onslaught Compass, Slug Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying myself. Thank you, truly. Saving us both. Woo!
Hello.
Any chance you could tell me a few things about the Gilded Vale? Farmers, blah blah blah. Yeah. Lands. Yeah. Bye. Oh, but I wanted you to tell me about Kalisha. She was awesome. Clink! Two small group of people around the ruins of a house. The destruction continues out from a single dwelling to the entire village. Not a single building is left standing, rubble is scattered everywhere. One of the men in the group leans over something in the debris. It is this man, younger barely more than a boy. He reaches out and shakes the boy by the shoulders. The boy makes no sound and doesn't respond to the man's disturbance. The man looks up at the other members of the group and shrugs, standing to rejoin his friends. The boy suddenly sits up, eyes wide. He scrabbles backwards away from the group, looking around in horror. The group moves toward him in unison, a yelp eliciting a yelp from the boy, who tries to move further away. A woman in the group puts out her hands, stopping the rest. She turns to them reproachfully, motioning for them to stay, then looks at the boy on the ground, who is trying to push himself through what remains of a wall. He seems unaware he has even stopped. The woman slowly moves toward the boy, hands out, speaking in a low, calming tone. For a time, the boy doesn't even hear. He just closes his eyes and braces himself against the wall, expecting violence. Eventually, the woman's words work through the fear, and he hears her. He opens his tear-filled eyes and stares at her. She holds out a hand to him. He looks at it, seeming confused by the offer, then hesitantly reaches out. She takes his hand in hers and leans down to help him stand. Oh, okay. See a lone man standing in a field. He looks around, surveying the crops. Occasionally he bends to examine a leaf up close. He is intent on what he is doing, completely absorbed in his work. The man approaches him from behind. Moves slowly and doesn't make a sound. But does nothing. Doesn't mask his approach. In his hand he holds a large sword. There appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He almost seems pleased. The first man hears his approach and stands, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His face breaks into a smile, and he opens his eyes towards the approaching man. Freeze into a grimace as the second man thrusts his sword through his stomach. Its blade is now protruding from his back. Great. His arms slowly fall to his side, blood starting to drip from the sword onto the plants below the men. As the first man crumbles to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, as tears slowly falling down the cheek on his still smiling face. Okay. This is super interesting. Oh, this is so great. There's so much stuff happening. I like how nobody has stopped me after we slaughtered 3 people. Nobody cares. Blackhound in. Nope, there's a plant. Villager, I'm guessing. Yes. The villager. Map. We've been here. We've been there. We should probably not go there yet. Let's go to the blacksmith. Just saved. Could use that as well. Let's just save. Okay, thanks for the hints. Covenant Guard. Princess. Let's talk about this one. This Maru man is of an impressive build. Talking about the countertop. His skin is dusky blue. The dusky blue of the ocean. And his thick arms boast corded muscles. Small ears framed in a square-jawed face, coated in smeared soot, arcing back, black tattoos alike. Okay. He offers a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. First new face in some time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? What do you have? Comes as a strange size, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be. All fours right-handed black hammer. Okay. Show me what you have for sale. Of course. Potion of Wizard's Double. I don't know what that is. So that. Okay. Could actually use two more copies. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. She has some really good stuff. That does a lot of damage compared to this, but it's okay. Breastplate. Not as good as that, what I'm wearing. Nope, not as good. Cape of Withdrawal. Doesn't give me defense bonus, okay. I need that. And that. Don't really care about that. Okay, so yeah, he actually has some magical things. Fuck it. No. No. 2. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Let's buy that. Nothing else to sell, right? No. Just slashing and piercing. Bonus to crit. I think I'll actually use that. There we go. Awesome. It was cool. Princess? Nope. Okay. Okay, you said there was a guy I might want to talk to. Who might that be? And where was he? Let's just run a bit quicker.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Strange ways to talk about the dead. Half the time's out there now. Seems like no right way to talk about it. Huh. Welcome to our lovely village. Is that the guy? Oh, mushroom. Was that the guy you were talking about, Gruntails? Ah, my eyes itchy. Okay, cool. Pennant weaving tall slaves in the wind. Embroidered on the banner, the vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant, if restrained, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At the head stands the commander, awkward in full armor, but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There is a twist to his mouth, its countenance grim. He throws up a hand, holding his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder, deep and low. He orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, neck twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground. A sickening cloud races toward them. Overhead, the soldiers stand. Only the something movement, staccato movement of their breath, betraying the nerve. Commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. Alright, fuck it. Let's go to the inn and sleep. This game is so great. I fucking love it. Right.
Hail and well met.
I'd like a room. Certainly. The common room, laborer's rest. What? Fuck it. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers. Blanketed with a suffocating anxiety, you open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of a gilded veiled gallows tree. The creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inwards like a mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind, until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up, and her eyes open, and they are empty. Behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman, remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Thought it fills you with new, queasy apprehension. You feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm that she is truly dead. Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Level up. Oh my god, I'm fabulous. I'm bald all of a sudden. Okay, so I have 7 points. And it's 2 points to advance. What should we take? I feel like mechanics. Stealth, no. Survival, yes. Yeah, save 1 point. Confident arm, guardian stance, discipline barrage, defender, confident arm. Instant attack speed plus 2 enemies. Reflection. Passive. Oh, passive. I think actually we'll take that. No new talent, class unlocked. Okay. Fantastic. Shit. What's the same? Okay, cool. I will check that. Grim. Oh, he has 7 lore. Holy shit. Probably a good idea for him to have some there and some survival as well. Okay. We can have 2 level 2 spells. Ray of fire. Okay, bewildering spectacle. Creates a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction, confusing enemies in the area of effects. Okay. Binding web. Resilient viscous web throughout the area of effects. Okay. Bulwark against the elements. Burn, freeze, corrode, shock. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflict additional burn damage over time each time they are wounded. Corrosive siphon eats away the target's spirit, inflicting corrosive damage and converting that essence into endurance for the caster. That's pretty cool. Curse of blackened sight, blinding them. Okay. Fetid caress. Fetid caress. Paralyzed. Infuse the caster with vitality, giving them temporary increase in the current and maximum endurance. Okay. Merciless gaze. Able to see an enemy's weaknesses. Okay. Miasm of the penalty to perception and resolve. Mirrored image. Chronic lines. I think I want that actually. Creates a siphon. Scorching ray of flame between the caster and the target, inflicting continual burn damage to the target and anyone caught in the ray. Rolling flame creates a rebounding ball of fire, inflicting burn damage upon anyone in its path. Okay, I want necrotic lance, and I think it might be a good idea to get Vitriol Essence. Maybe. What do you think, Grim? I need some feedback here. Yeah. Should go for the level 2 spells, I think. Yeah, that's true. Mirrored attack could help with that. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's take Miriam as in the Necrotic Lance. I want Necrotic Lance. It sounds cool. Okay, done. Yeah, he's under attack, not on their stack. Okay. Let's save quickly. Yep. Oh, might as well run quickly to the tree. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from the thin, crooked broad that what? The sags at the toe of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to another. Perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is tepid warmth to it. And you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out! Okay, so we're doing what we've been doing for the last hour, pretty much. Touching people's and their souls. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective as you exhale, yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new and familiar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing electrical surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in the wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
She sounds awesome. I think it's about to be over.
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something,
Yes.
wouldn't it?
Touching
Could be
people
luck,
deep
could
inside, that's
certainly
correct.
be. A storm can be a careless thing.
Okay.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Yeah, true. She nods, a look of pity on her face. So consoling her child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What is a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
She's awesome.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it. Sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on. And those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. but no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
When all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much
doesn't
to
sound
take
good.
in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Smells that you're reassuringly finding out a tuft of long whiskers that sprout from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Okay.
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it.
Ah,
I think it is a very good choice. Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
want to know something about you?
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
Fair enough. She laughs, a rasping, choking craggle escaping between the rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Tell me.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Well, the Lord sounds like a douche.
A student of the
douche canoe.
soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us, the best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins, miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear. Of course, dear.
Oh well.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Okay. You alright? You seemed lost just now. I am a watcher. Well, that's interesting. Okay. And I expect that explains how you survived the bivouac then. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we are traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about watchers? Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insight into certain soul conditions. Coughs. As you just demonstrated. Let's continue. Okay.
What is it?
Save. The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, wins its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with a straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips, with one meaty hand